We are John and Ellie, the Barefoot Doctors. We lost our new Leopard 50 catamaran to fire, so we began our search for the perfect performance catamaran for sailing us around the world. After 4 decades of sailing experience, we are very clear about what we want. So join us as we explore new horizons, stretch the boundaries in yacht design, and build the ultimate catamaran. Jump on board for this adventure, and together, who knows what we can achieve. Because life is better barefoot.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Barefoot Doctors Sailing. In this episode we're going to share with you the aftermath of the storm, with the loud swell still coming through, but the winds are now starting to ease. We are faced with shakedown equipment failures in the steering, AIS and power problems, and we're also going to share with you how Paul protects our boat from wear and tear to avoid halyard and other equipment failures. We also test out our new Hollyland Solidcom C1 Pro headsets and explain our route planning. But first, here is Ellie sharing what she has been doing, because I know all of you, like me, have been missing her immensely.
Well, hello everyone. This is Ellie, the missing barefoot doctor. As you know, John's on his big adventure on the big Atlantic crossing. But the lovely thing is, people have been asking, where's Ellie? What's she doing? What's she up to? Well, guys, I came back to Australia to be with friends and family. And I have even been invited into the birth of our new grandbaby that's coming really soon. So I really couldn't pass that opportunity up. But here I am back in our home in Queensland in Australia, and it's absolutely lovely. And so when we're not sailing, this is often where we come back to, just to regroup and, check things out, make sure everything's okay. And when we're not sailing, as you can see, we're very close to the water and it feels like we're almost sailing anyway. But back to John. So him and I are really missing each other terribly. We are quite pathetic when we're away from each other. But I'm in contact with him every day, so that's really nice. Starlink has just, changed the game as far as that goes. So it's really lovely to be actually in contact with him and to be able to chart and track where he is. But that doesn't stop me from missing him. So what I do is I sit on this top of the step here, and I have a cup of tea or a glass of wine, depending on what time of the day it is, and I look out there and know my honey is out there somewhere. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know what's happening, and then what we'll do is we'll join together in Dubai. So we'll meet up in Dubai and we'll check out our new Portofino 52. Oh my goodness, that is it's going to be such an amazing boat. It looks awesome already. So then after that, we will fly to Expedition Barefoot in Greece and splash her again and continue sailing for the rest of the season and head over to Turkey. So really excited about that too. But I just thought I would check in and let you, all those people know who have been missing me and wondering where I am. I'm safe, I'm happy right here, and the time's going to go really quickly, and before you know it, you, me and John will be all back together again. Anyway, that's it from Ellie. I miss you too, guys, and hope to see you soon. Bye for now.
Okay guys, so this is the first fish we've caught on the boat. Sea Essentials first fish. So and apparently what you do when you catch a fish is you put it near the camera and take the picture from low and make it look really, really big. So there we have it. We have a monster tuna with wings. Look at that. But it's actually quite a big flying fish. So we have success. But not as we know it, So now the fishing lines are out. That's the rod. We have the teaser in the middle, which is a bird, and some plastic squid behind it, and the hand line with the bungee. So we'll see what works. Hopefully something will work.
It's not connected to the AIS. Connect the network.
So AIS got activated just 2 minutes before.
Okay, so you can see our AIS for SVC Central, correct?
06.
Changing to 06. Hello, Felino, this is SVC Central 06.
Let's go ahead.
Just to confirm, you can pick up our AIS.
So AIS is popped up just now on the screen.
Okay,
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, this is a new vessel and we're just checking the equipment.
Okay, copy. 216.
Thank you. Cheers, Toledo.
I'm out on the front trampoline. I just want to show you how Paul, as an experienced sailor with years of long ocean crossings, pays attention to certain details to protect the boat and stopping wear and tear. So if we look at how the Genoa is billowing backwards at times, it billows back and almost touches this thing. The only reason it's not touching that thing, because if this went up there, if that went up there and rubbed against here, you get wear and tear on the bottom of the sail here. It's not touching because Paul has set up a bungee on the sheet here. This bungee pulls this sheet backwards to stop the sail billowing forwards. That simple measure of putting a bungee cord on to stop that billowing and stop that rubbing over several days will prevent wear and tear. One of our friends on a Leopard 45 on the crossing, they lost their topping lift, and the reason we presume for that, because we saw it on our boat, because the boom was out on the starboard side, the topping lift was crossing over the halyard of the mainsail, because it comes out the mast on the port side. It was crossing over, and presumably after 10 days of the boom going up and down and rubbing at that same point on the top of the mast, probably wore out the topping lift, and then it broke as they got into St. Helena. So again, when you are doing long crossings, it's really important to go around and look at everything, see where there's rubbing points, check like the spinnaker halyards and the Genoa halyards, and obviously the topping lift and those sort of things on the bow. I do always find that, you know, if you look after gear on your boat, you can get your lines to last years and years and years. Sun is probably the other big annihilator of gear. If you leave your ropes out in the sun, then they deteriorate in 2 or 3 years. So whenever you can, you know, cover them up. Don't leave them hanging on your mast in the sunshine. Put them in a bag on the mast if necessary, if you're going to leave the boat, and that's what we've done with our boat in Rhodes. We put the ropes into bags or into the boom cover, so they're not hanging in the sun. That's interesting stuff from Paul, and he does know his stuff.
That's what the tanker looks like on a radar at 12 nautical miles out. You'll see a red dot.
Cool. Yeah, it actually looks like a ship, doesn't it?
Right.
It's a big ship. 70 meters or something?
726 feet.
So this guy dropped off the radar, the AIS at what
About 6 to 7 miles.
But the radar still showing them up, so
Yeah.
that's interesting. And there were many boats that were about 10 to 12 miles away that we couldn't see on the AIS. So, the radar's more reliable at longer distances.
For this boat setup anyway. Let's see.
Yeah. Activity. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
We'll see.
We will see.
It looks good, but does it taste good? Yeah, this is what people are looking for.
Chef Neil.
Yeah.
So what are you cooking then? Let's get a bit of detail here. Here we have obviously chicken and green and yellow peppers.
Yep, we have green and yellow bell peppers, we have garlic, we have jalapenos, we've got cayenne pepper in there, salt, pepper, things like that. Lime juice, and Then we'll have cheese, avocado, and put it all in a wrap.
Okay, great.
And we'll see how it tastes.
Wow, it sounds great. And grated cheese over this side. We couldn't have done this a couple of days ago, could we?
It would have been up against the window.
Yeah. These two ottomans and the freezer that was sitting here flew all the way from where they are now, all the way across to the units over here with one particular wave. There was a couple of cups that were just about to have tea or coffee made right there, and they flew very gracefully all the way down and landed at the bottom of the steps there. We had another cup of tea or coffee, a different wave that was here and managed to find its way all there, but that one happened to be full. This is very much more civilized living. So we caught a bonito, but Paul didn't like it. How big was the fish, mate?
It was about that size.
So, Neil's meal. Doritos. Avo. Cheese.
And some love. Lots of love.
It is quite spicy. It's lovely. So we're crossing the Atlantic, and I was actually in bed after my night watch, and I heard thumping and grinding and carrying on. Came up and we had a problem with the steering column that was grinding. So the guys had taken it all apart, and one person had to be down here fiddling with the gearing in the cabling from the steering column, while the other person upstairs moved the steering wheel so we could get at an Allen key in a device way up there. And there's actually quite a funny story. Working at this for about 10 minutes before they came, and they were shouting and yelling at each other, and they hadn't got it right. And I came up with the Hollyland headphones, and within about 30 seconds, just by talking quietly and calmly to each other, they solved the problem and got the Allen key into the nut and got it all sorted. That is how it comes packed. It's called the Hollyland, made to inspire. One bag, earphones, already attached. Stand, suit. Don't even have to plug them in, just put them on your heads. This looks very simple. Instructions. Charging cable. Aha, this is the charger for the 4 batteries, and it comes with a standard USB-C cable going to a standard USB charging cord. Ah, wow, there's another 2 batteries. So they come with 6 batteries. Incredible. Okay, so spares for each of the 3 headsets, spare ear sets, dead cats, soft mouthpieces to stop wind noise, spare bigger earpieces. Ah, instructions. There we go. That's what I was looking for, the instruction book. It's a very non-male thing to do. One usually just turns it on and makes it play, but I do want to read the instructions. Charging time 2.5 hours, voltage 4.5 to 12 volts, so it can be charged directly off the standard 5 volt USB connections or the full 12 volts that you get off the bigger round plugs. So thanks for purchasing the Hollyland Solidcom C1 Full Pro Duplex Wireless Noise Cancelling Ear Cancelling Intercom System. So these are noise cancelling, so on a boat that's really important, and we will see how well they cancel out the noise. My understanding is also they automatically turn on and turn off. The master headset has the red nameplate and the other ones have blue nameplates. They're very comfortable. Look very professional. So the battery obviously goes into the back side of the earpiece, on off situated down there. So easily done with your finger.
Back just a bit to port. There you go. Up. Nope, sorry. Come back down. Back to, there we go. Let me try that. Yeah, if you need to change, you can, Paul.
Because I see like a screw.
All right, back down, Paul, because I'm having trouble.
Screw.
I'm not sure it is an Allen key. Bring it back to port. Starboard, sorry. When you can. It's about 180 degrees for me right now. Yep, here we go. The other one's coming around it's really tucked up in there. I'm just having trouble getting it set. Oh, that's all.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, tight. It's pretty tight.
Okay, put Allen keys out.
Yeah, it's up.
You
You're
can
fine.
steer. You can steer.
Steer.
Yeah, it's been tightened.
Yeah, Mark just put one in there and he says it's tight. Yeah, Mark says it's
I'll
tight.
do the other one.
Yeah.
Here, hold, stop. No, it's not in yet. Oh,
Well,
this
then-
one's loose.
He's tightening it now.
That
Okay,
one, that
so
one,
one was loose.
that one was loose. Hang on, wait, don't move. Fucking monkey is still.
There we
There
go.
you go.
So you can steer.
Okay. You're good.
If that hadn't been tightened, you'd lose your auto helm anyway,
Oh yeah.
because the Allen key falls out, the pin falls out, and then the chain falls off.
It's going back on auto.
We've never had the swear word said on these, but they work amazing. Swear word. That's the first time I used it.
And you weren't sure when we first said you want to use them. You said no, we can shout.
They're really clear.
Yeah, I love these. Yeah, these are freaking amazing. They're not even back channeling when you're near each other, which is a thing I always fear. Interference, yeah.
Yeah, the Hollyland Pro. There's a
Oh, Hollyland Pro. Okay. No, those are nice.
Thank you, John. These are fantastic. I do, like, as a person who likes good audio quality, I was a DJ for a good number of years, the quality on these is actually really good. And the fact that I have one ear available too, you know, perfect. And the head hold, yeah, is pretty good. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall off. On this side, I can just hear you, and I don't hear anything else. On this side, I can hear the ocean, which is important, and sails, and so from a boating perspective, I like it. And there's three of them.
I know. You, Holly, and Maddie.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because now Maddie won't feel left out. She's going to be like, "Thanks, Uncle John."
Well, it made me think of it's so cool and calm, like when you have a lift off, you know, then.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Can you get them in the US?
Yeah. It's okay. You can watch the video.
They're nice.
Okay, you've got to give me a little bit there, Mark. When it's getting up and starting to fall, you've got to take off your sheet this side and just bring it in a little bit. All right. Okay, Neil, you've got to give me quite a bit of slack there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And just control it as it goes open. Can you feel the pressure on there? Can you feel the pressure on there?
Yeah. Yep.
Too much, Mark, too much. Let it go out a bit. Far too much, far too much. Sorry, I'm screaming. All right, you can let it go there. So you can really face that way and hold on to that one. I'm going to raise a bit higher. Just hold on to that one, so it doesn't blow you away from the mast. All right, gust is over. But you must face the mast.
And don't let go.
All right, now you have to hold onto the mast.
Onto the mast.
Yeah.
Stop. I need to get over to the mast.
To code 0 halyard, you can hold onto that as well.
This
Yeah.
one.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I gotta really hold on hard to stop myself from swinging off.
The best way to do that is actually with your legs, crossing your legs over like that.
I wish I had longer legs.
I say the headphones, the marriage savers, what I experience is you remain much more calmer because you don't have to shout and you can listen carefully and beautiful audio. Fantastic, love it. That's what I call them marriage savers. I never believed in them. I believe in science, like up, down.
By the way, we haven't been paid for this at all. No affiliates. I'm not getting kickbacks from sales of this product either. So it was just very nice to test out the product. And and see how it worked.
The captain said, do you want to use one of these? He said, oh, no. I said, just try it, you know. And after he came down, he was so amazed at how well they work and how easy it makes the communication process. It's a hit. The Hollyland Pro C1s are absolutely amazing. And if you can impress Paul Badenhurst, then you're on a winner. Okay guys, so here is what it's like today. 3 days into the Atlantic crossing. We have sea all the way around us, 365 degrees. That's just adding an extra 5 for fun. But when we got up this morning, it was completely grey. It was completely grey and we're covered by clouds heavier than that, but it's now fining up. The sun is coming out. Our solars are starting to get sun, which is great because we had to run the engines again last night or in the early hours of this morning because the batteries were getting too flat, because yesterday was very overcast as well. We've had 3 days of very overcast weather, which is a bit of a nuisance because I personally don't like running engines. I just don't like the noise, I don't like the diesel, but obviously I love them when you've got to get somewhere. So but anyway, we are sailing under Genoa only because this puff of wind is due to get stronger and stronger. We haven't had the main up, but we're doing about 6 or 7 knots in about 12 to 15 knots of wind. This wind is meant to get up to 20 or maybe 25 for a number of hours, and then it's going to settle down again. Then when it goes back down to about 10 to 15, we're going to put up the Oxley and head directly downwind to St. Helena. We are sailing in a little strip of southerly winds with calm weather on both sides of this strip, so we really have to thread this needle to keep going north because there's a big low pressure system coming in from the west and we have to be far enough north to get above it before it hits us. If we aren't far enough north, we get strong northerly winds which are directly against us and it'll be really horrible seas. If we get above it, we have beam wind for, I don't know, 12 to 24 hours, and then the wind turns again behind us. So getting far enough north at this point is really, really important. We'll see how we go. We've got till Friday to get up there, up to the north. So that's why we're going to rely on the Oxley to push us at a reasonable pace, even when the wind dies or drops out as it's predicted to do. So we all have a whole lot of anticipation that this should be a wonderful test of the Oxley sail. And the other test is how good is our fishing skills, because so far we haven't caught anything. I don't know, sorry, I lie, we caught a bonito. Paul doesn't like bonito, so we put it back. But it's turning into a glorious day, and I must say spirits are always much higher when the weather is good. Yesterday was grey and bleak, but certainly sun on the solar panels, we love it, and the place is heating up. Last night was the first time I could not have wet weather gear on for the coldness and the wind. I still have my thermals on though. It'll get warmer and warmer and I'll be back in my comfort zone, which is away from the cold areas of the world. So we are babies. We have no problem admitting that we don't like the cold weather. Neil laughs at me when I say it's too cold, and he's from Colorado, so he thinks I'm a baby, but hey, that's the way it is. Okay guys, see you later.
Thanks for watching guys, and if you like what we do, show us the love and hit the like button, then hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss out on your regular fix. Then kick off your shoes and you can come barefoot with us.